That went better than I thought. Hello and welcome to D&D ESL. My name's Josh, and last week I explained why I believed it was a good idea for me to introduce Dungeons & Dragons to my students. This week I'm going to give you a little bit more information about my students' English level. I'm going to talk about the homebrew system that I'm going to use in the classroom, and then I'm going to tell you how my first week went. Alright, so I'm going to be doing this with my second year English majors. All of these students are intermediate level English users, and most have studied English for at least 6 years, if not longer. That being said, their individual abilities and confidence levels can vary quite a lot. I have 3 different classes of second year students, so A, B, and C. The students in class A are mostly very motivated and usually very confident. I'm not going to say all of them are very confident speakers, but there are enough in the class that they can usually pull the shy students along with them. Moreover, many of the students in this class are what I would call active learners. Many of them actively seek out new ways to improve their English, either trying to find other expats in the city to practice their English with, or even find new textbooks, find new people to have a language exchange with online. If anything, this class is the class I'm least interested in, because most of them are already very confident. Class B, on the other hand, is almost the exact opposite. Most of the students in this class are very quiet, and many have said on occasion that they would rather sit down and do worksheets and grammar exercises than actually speak English. That would be fine if it weren't for the fact that my course is all about oral English. I have a feeling that this kind of activity is either going to work very well or bomb horribly with these guys. Class C is a mix of the other 2 classes. I've got some very confident students in there and also some very shy ones. So when I shared this on Reddit last week, a few commenters seemed to think that I would just be using D&D straight out of the PHP. I think a few of my students could handle that, but most could definitely not. For my classes, I'm going to very heavily water down the whole system. I'm basically going to strip away races, levels, most classes and most class abilities even, and have everything condensed down to 6 attributes, so strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, hit points, armor class, and in 1 class ability. I've pruned the classes down to wizard, fighter, rogue, and cleric, which I renamed healer to avoid any religious overtones. So the wizard can cast spells, and when the student wants to cast a spell, I want them to describe the spell and then make a roll. The healer is basically just healing, fighter fights well, and the rogue is very sneaky. Funnily enough, most of my students ignored the rogue character. For character creation, the students simply choose a class and then assign the following values as they see fit to the class abilities. So yeah, +3, +2, +1, +0, and -1. This condenses pretty much anything down to one simple mechanic. The basic mechanic of, roll a d20 and add your ability score. This was nice and easy for students to get the hang of, although I must say a few of them got quite carried away during character creation. Our story began in a town of Gaffield, where the son of one of the noble houses has gone missing. The young man's father has asked our group of adventurers to find his son rather than lose face by asking the town guards for help. While searching the son's room, the students find a collection of magic books, a piece of paper with some arcane symbols written on it, a diary, and some women's clothing. The diary pointed the students towards the daughter of a local Fletcher, who they would like to question. The girls in Class A especially reacted very well to this story. They needed some help getting used to the role-playing system, but once they got the hang of it, things went very smoothly. My goal for next week is to get the confident students to continue guiding and coaching their shy classmates to speak up more. I was very pleasantly surprised to learn that Class B responded equally well. Honestly, I was expecting this to bomb very, very poorly with them. So that was a very, very welcome surprise. Class C, on the other hand, decided the best course of action would be to troll me. I'm quite serious about this. And a bit disappointed. I was not expecting this from them. Especially because these guys got a lot more into the character creation than the other classes. Oh well, I'm probably not going to continue this activity with Class C if that's how they feel about it. Overall, so far so good. I think most of the students reacted fairly well, aside from Class C obviously, and I'd like to see how this continues in the future. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you found this useful as I did. If you do like what I'm doing here and you would like to see more, please like and subscribe. If you have also had any experience teaching students using D&D, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.